Since I stopped gambling and when I hit the bottom, I picked up a better habit. When I was gambling in, my mind was always numbers. I'll be driving in, and if it's a bus driving in front of me, I will pick that numbers and I'll say that, oh, you know, that bus number had 3057, and I will go to my store and play 3057 or whatever number that I saw. So that was always in my mind. Sunshine I run, snow I run. I mean, I'm crunching the same numbers now, but different way, you know. It's a better habit than gambling, and it doesn't call you 1,000 is like the scratch tickets, which is just money going right really down to the drain, doesn't help anybody.
State-sponsored gambling was a major public ripoff 225 years ago, and it's a major public ripoff today. And we will never achieve the ideals of our country of fairness and equality of opportunity for all until state government gets out of the gambling business.
If a school counselor, if you're a guidance counselor at a school and a senior halfway into his last year came in your office and said, I'm rudderless, what should I do? And you said, buy a lottery ticket and keep buying them, your ass would get fired, because that's the worst fucking advice you can give to somebody, because they're never going to win, and you're basically telling them quit. Again, if everybody at LAUSD would be fired for telling somebody to go do this, maybe that thing's not a good or healthy thing for the citizens.
You can't address the lack of asset building, the inability of people to rise into the middle class until you deal with what's keeping them in low-income tiers. It's the fact that we're encouraging people to lose their money.
$262 straight 50 combo, $131 straight 50 combo, and $323 straight 50 combo.
Is this who we are? Are we a society that provides, fairness and equality of opportunity for all, or not? Are we a society that is based on cheating and exploiting people?
Midday Saturday, July 27th. Well, I didn't win the midday, but I got my numbers for the whole weekend, so still got hope for this evening, and tomorrow's midday, and tomorrow evening.
So I think it's a question of prioritization and how we see ourselves as a government. And I think we've gotten away from that because this government in Illinois for the last so many years has really focused on preying on its most vulnerable citizens.
The great thing about our democracy is it has a self-correcting quality to it. It doesn't happen by accident. It's not going to happen by some divine providence from God or anybody else. Its correcting quality happens when everyday people stand up and work for change. So the thing in a democracy, you can't just check out and sit on your chair and watch it through the TV. You got to participate.
You don't have to raise taxes that much to generate as much money as you would get from a lottery. Lotteries are not big money makers for states. So if you look at all of the money that states take in, lotteries represent a very, very small slice of that pie. So to replace that much, it's not insignificant, but to replace that much money doesn't actually require enormous tax increase. If a state was looking to replace its lottery revenue, it would typically require an increase in income taxes of less than 1 percentage point. In fact, in many cases, probably less than half of a percentage point. And the state would have just as much money as it had from the lottery.
All right. I want 432s. 432? He's gonna get something too, honey.
Can I take 4 off your other roll?
This one? That's all?
Yeah, right for now.
Good luck.
Thank you, darling.
The role that state lotteries play in American society today, it's an issue why on the surface people may think it doesn't affect them, but it's just the opposite. Government sponsorship of gambling, it's become the centerpiece and a symbol of how government has lost its purpose. You can't reform and make government work better today, no matter where you sit in the political spectrum, until you take government out of sponsoring gambling.
Who's saying I'm not gonna win it again? Do you know what I mean? It's a chance that him and I are taking.
rights and equality as democratic values, the state lottery is the complete opposite of those democratic values. And state lotteries are not who we are as an American people. You know, we've gone from this, where Rosa the Riveter with her biceps flexed, saying we can do it, to a message of government today that's this, right? 2 crossed fingers.
Am I gonna hit big? Shit, yeah, I know I'm gonna hit big again. I know I am. Anybody who's ever hit in the lottery, who hit big again.
We, the people, are what's running our government, right? I mean, we are supposed to have a say in the way things go. But if we sit back and we're silent, we're not going to make those changes.
When was the last time you heard a public official from any party stand up and challenge the American people and say, we can do it. And we can do it without gimmicks. And we can do this by sacrifice and hard work. And we're all going to participate. You know, we're not going to stick it to the backs of the poor. So we need to go back to this as a people, and this idea that we can do it.
If you want to replace a bad habit, it's the best way you can do that is to pick a good one that you enjoy. Before I used to play numbers, we play 3, play 4s, and all these. I used to crunch numbers, you know, which number I'm going to play, which number is going to come out. Now I talk about pacing and how many minutes I'm doing, how many miles I have done, and what's my pace, what's my finish, how many people in front of me. And it's been over 2.5 years now that I've been running, and I will never stop running. And again, I always tell my friends, I'm running away from gambling. And every time I'm running, I say, I'm running away from the lottery.